Hi, welcome to our channel.
I hit dead on with it though. Actually, perfect. Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to be taking a look at a magazine extension for the Taurus TX22. This one is made by a company called Tandemkross, and the model of it is the Wingman. And what it is a +5 magazine extension. So as you can see, I have this one already installed. So what it's going to do is it's going to take your standard 16 round magazine for the TX22, and it is going to turn it into a 21 round magazine. When you purchase these from Tandemkross, they're just simply going to come in a little bag like this with this little tab stapled up here on top, and they do come in 2 packs. So when you purchase this, you will get 2 of the extensions. As I said, I've already installed this one, and I'm fixing to go ahead and install this one on camera just so you can kind of get an idea of how it installs. Quickly get everything out. So we have a new spring. We have 2 different pieces here, and then we have 2 screws. So the next thing I'm going to do is break down this TX22 magazine. Just going to push the little button there, hold my thumb over it, and got the little cap there. Got the factory spring that we will no longer need. Then I'm going to dump the follower out. The little load assist button should just fall out in your hand. We're not going to need that anymore. And I'm going to make sure that that goes back to the bottom. Now it's all disassembled. So the next thing I'm going to do is take the little extension piece here, and I'm going to slide it on like that. It'll just kind of want to fall off, but once you get everything put together, it will stay in place. Next, I'm going to insert my spring. And then when you get the spring inserted, what you're going to need to do is take this cap and put it here like this and compress the spring and kind of hold everything together. This can be a little bit difficult because you kind of have to keep this spring lined up at the same time, and it's a little bit problematic, but you just have to kind of play with it. It is doable. There we go. Now once you get that everything compressed in there, it's gonna not want to seat all the way. You can see there's kind of a gap there because it does have spring tension. Then you will take your screws and place them in the hole, and you don't want to like crank these down. You just kind of want to start one, and I'm keeping my thumb pushing down here the entire time I'm doing this. And now I'm going to start the other one, and I'm just going to kind of go back and forth until they're snug. I don't want to like crank it down and it be crooked or anything like that. So I can kind of feel them bottoming out, and you see there's no gap there. Actually, there is just a little bit of gap right there, so I'm just going to tighten that one just a little bit more. And you can't really see it on the camera, but that gap just closed up when I did that. Now you can see it's nice and smooth. It's got a nice seam there, no gap, and now it is installed. So now we're going to load this thing up and see if it really will hold 21 rounds. And there you have it. Got 21 rounds loaded, and it's ready to go. What I'm going to do is I number a lot of my magazines just so I can keep track. If I start to have any problems, I'll know which magazine is which. As you can see, I've already numbered this one as number 7. So I'm going to go ahead and put a number 8 on this one. So if we have any problems with either one of these magazines, we'll know which is which. So far, I don't foresee any problems with either one of these extensions. They both lock in fine in the TX22, and they drop free as well. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take both of these down to the range. I'm going to put a couple hundred rounds through each one and see how they perform. As you can see from the shooting footage, both magazine extensions did really well down on the range. My range is gravel for the most part, and I did drop these magazines a good bit and didn't have any problem with them whatsoever. I fired approximately 200 rounds out of each magazine, and I did have a total of 1 malfunction. When I was first shooting the number 7 magazine here, on I believe it was the 2nd or 3rd round, I had a failure to feed. But other than that, out of 400 rounds, they were flawless. I did notice it's a little hard to load that 21st round when you first load them, the first few times. But after a few load ups and working them a little bit, it did seem to get a little bit easier. All in all, I really like these extensions. They seem to be made really well, exceptionally well in my opinion. The slide stayed open every single time on last round. It locked open like it was supposed to, so that's good. I wanted to give a quick comparison just to show you. There is a 16 round magazine in its factory form, and then there is the +5 Wingman extension. Another competitive option that is on the market is the Galloway Precision magazine extension. I have a video on this extension as well, and I will link it in the description below. This is actually a +3 extension that goes on the TX22 mags. So there's just kind of a comparison next to the Wingman, which is a +5. I really like the Galloway extension, but it's about 15 bucks, I believe, for one of these. And the Wingman is about 23 bucks, and you do actually get 2 of them in one package, and you do also get that extended power spring. With that said, I've never had any problem out of the ones from Galloway Precision. I have a couple of them, as you can see here, but I do think there is a little bit more value in the one from Tandemkross. That about wraps it up, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you're in the market for an extension for your Taurus magazines, I hope you found the information helpful. I really don't think you would go wrong with either of these extensions, the Galloway Precision or the Tandemkross. I personally would kind of recommend the Tandemkross as my first choice, only because I think you're getting a really good value for the money. The fact that it comes with 2 extensions in the package, it does add 5 where the Galloway Precision only adds 3, and it comes with that extra power spring. You're just getting a lot of value for the money. If you guys aren't following me on Instagram, I would really appreciate that as well. If you have any questions you want to ask me directly, that is the best place to do so. And as always, thanks for watching. See y'all next time.